The boxing world is buzzing as David Benavidez faces the most dangerous gamble of his career against the Cuban powerhouse, David Morrell. Known as the Mexican Monster, Benavidez has built his legacy on an undefeated record and is crushing opponents with his relentless aggression. But this time, he's stepping into the ring with a younger, faster, and technically superior fighter who many believe is the future of the light heavyweight division. Morrell isn't just another opponent. He's a rising star with knockout power and a hunger to prove he belongs at the top. This clash is more than just a fight. It's a career-defining moment with millions of dollars and legacy on the line. Can Benavidez survive this calculated risk, or has he bitten off more than he can chew, risking it all before his shot at undisputed glory against Artur Beterbiev? This high-stakes showdown promises to deliver the kind of drama, danger, and devastation boxing fans crave. Risking it all, Benavidez's dangerous gamble. David Benavidez, the WBC interim light heavyweight champion, has fans questioning his decision-making as he prepares to face WBA regular champion David Morrell. Many are beginning to believe this was a reckless choice, especially considering Benavidez's ultimate goal of securing a lucrative, career-defining fight. Morrell is no ordinary opponent. His mix of power, speed, and technical precision makes him a formidable force in the ring. If Morrell manages to knock Benavidez out, it could spell disaster for the undefeated fighter's career, forcing him into a downward spiral that some fear he may never recover from. With Morrell widely regarded as a future star and potential king of the 175 lb division, Benavidez's decision to take this fight is being seen by many as a misstep that could derail his carefully built momentum. The Beterbiev payday slipping away. One of the biggest stakes for Benavidez heading into this fight is the potential loss of his shot at a massive payday against Artur Beterbiev. A victory over Morrell would have positioned Benavidez for a $10 million showdown with the undisputed light heavyweight champion in 2025. However, if he loses, that golden opportunity will likely go to Morrell instead. For Benavidez, the road back to contention would be long and grueling. He would need to face younger, more dangerous contenders to climb the ranks again, and even then, there's no guarantee he would regain his position. Critics have also pointed out that Benavidez's path to his current status wasn't exactly filled with the toughest challenges. His WBC interim title victory came after defeating 37-year-old Alexander Gvozdyk, a fighter returning from a 4-year retirement. While that win solidified his spot at the top, it didn't prepare him for the elite competition he now faces in Morrell. Signs of a battle already brewing. Tensions between Benavidez and Morrell are running high ahead of their February 1 showdown at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The intensity reached a boiling point during a media workout, where Morrell nearly struck Benavidez with his WBA belt. This fiery exchange has only added to the anticipation surrounding the fight, which will air live on PBC Prime Video PPV. For Benavidez, this matchup represents the most significant challenge of his career. Unlike his previous fights, where he faced opponents with little chance of victory, Morrell presents a true 50-50 battle. Fans and analysts alike are eager to see how Benavidez handles this step up in competition against a fighter who is hungry, skilled, and ready to prove himself on the big stage. A risk that didn't need to be taken. What has puzzled many fans and experts is why Benavidez chose to take such a risky fight against Morrell in the first place. At 11-0, with 9 knockouts, Morrell is widely regarded as one of the most talented and dangerous fighters in the division. Benavidez likely didn't need to face him to secure a shot at the winner of the anticipated Artur Beterbiev Dmitry Bivol rematch. Instead, his decision to fight Morrell seems to stem from overconfidence built during his super middleweight career, where he dominated smaller, less threatening opponents. Now, stepping into the ring against someone who matches and possibly surpasses him in skill and power, Benavidez's choice to take on Morrell is being seen as both a bold and potentially reckless gamble. If he loses, it could be a decision that haunts him for the rest of his career. A career on the line. For Benavidez, the fight against Morrell could mark a turning point in his career one way or another. If he wins, he will silence doubters, boost his stock, and secure his position as one of the top fighters in the light heavyweight division. A victory would set him up for the Beterbiev payday he has been chasing and elevate his legacy. But if he loses, the fallout could be catastrophic. Not only would he miss out on the Beterbiev fight, but his reputation as an undefeated fighter and potential future champion could also take a significant hit. With so much at stake, Benavidez will need to prove that he has what it takes to overcome the toughest opponent he has ever faced. For fans, this high-stakes clash is shaping up to be one of the most exciting and unpredictable matchups in recent memory. Morrell, the rising threat in the division. David Morrell is not just another opponent. He's a rising star who's already earned a reputation as a dangerous force in the light heavyweight division. With an undefeated record of 11 wins and 9 knockouts, the Cuban fighter has shown he possesses the power, speed, and technical brilliance to dismantle anyone in his path. Unlike many of Benavidez's past opponents, Morrell is younger, fresher, and more skilled, making him a legitimate contender for the top spot in the division. Many believe Morrell is the heir apparent to the crown at 175 pounds, and his matchup with Benavidez is seen as the fight that could solidify his position as the next big name in boxing. For Benavidez, this is not just a fight, it's a battle against someone who could end his dreams of superstardom. A legacy in jeopardy. Benavidez's undefeated record and reputation as the Mexican monster are on the line in this fight. Throughout his 11-year career, he has built an image of dominance by overpowering opponents with his relentless volume punching and imposing physicality. However, critics argue that his success has come against less challenging opponents, raising questions about how he will perform against an elite fighter like Morrell. A loss would not only shatter his unbeaten record, but also tarnish his carefully cultivated legacy. It would force fans and analysts to reassess his career and potentially label him as a fighter who couldn't deliver when it truly mattered. For Benavidez, this fight is more than just a stepping stone. It's a defining moment that could make or break his standing in the sport. The stakes couldn't be higher. The financial stakes in this fight are as significant as the professional ones. If Benavidez loses, he risks forfeiting a life-changing payday against Artur Beterbiev in 2025. That fight, which could earn him upwards of $10 million, would likely go to Morrell instead. For a fighter who has spent years climbing the ranks and dreaming of big-money matchups, a loss now could be devastating. Beyond the monetary implications, the fight represents a chance for Benavidez to prove that he belongs among the elite fighters in the division. It's a high-risk, high-reward scenario that has fans on the edge of their seats, eager to see how it all unfolds in the ring. A fight that defines the future of boxing. This matchup between Benavidez and Morrell is not just about the two fighters, it's about the future of the light heavyweight division. A win for Benavidez would solidify his place as a top contender and pave the way for even bigger fights. On the other hand, a victory for Morrell would signal the arrival of a new star, shaking up the division and setting the stage for exciting new rivalries. For fans, this fight represents the kind of high-stakes drama that makes boxing so compelling. With both fighters bringing their best to the ring, the outcome will have lasting implications, not just for their careers, but for the sport as a whole. This is more than a fight. It's a pivotal moment that will shape the landscape of boxing for years to come.